Debsich, Cougar Lion, just to name a few. And a whole swag of very, very good performers starting to get noticed in the Firebirds. Now the defending champs. They've started off very well. The momentum is with them. Hamish Bennett, who's been one of the leading bowlers in the competition at the early stages in terms of economy rates. Big, bustly, right arm quick. Start proceedings here in the new year. Straight away on the money.
Kartini, Clark and Tim Seifert opening up for the Northern Knights. Tim Seifert obviously coming off some excellent form in the T20s against West Indies. He'll be looking to kick on with that. Great conditions here at Bay Oval.
Changing the field for Clark. They'll put a third man back for him and they'll bring Deep Point up into the circle into cover. Interesting to see how this pitch plays. It was a little bit on the slow side in the women's game. That was an absolute cracker. If you missed that, going right down to the last ball, and the Spirit needed a boundary to win it off the final ball. Were able to get it. A lot of slow bowling used in that match. So hard to get a real handle on if there's any pace and bounce in the surface. We'll find out shortly with a bowler of this nature, Bennett.
Even Hamish Bennett there looks to be a bit slow already. Tim Seifert need to wait probably a bit longer than he thought he would have. You're on it, Mark. The women's game was very, very close. Good thing is on Spark Sport you can just jump right on that episode and have a look at it, or even look at the highlights.
Absolute cracker. No third man, always four.
So much for having a look at the pitch, but it goes to show if you go hard at something with enough intent, you'll usually get some rewards, and it's exactly what Tim Seifert did there. With the bounce, made the most of it, put those fast hands right through it, 4 runs, things were coming.
It's a particularly quick surface, to tell you the truth. The ball's just holding in it a little. That was thrashed at so often they fly all the way. You know, third man, 6. Landed about 20 yards in. Just think for a while, just hitting that good hard traditionally would be worth a look. Wellington.
Great. Of course, he's no comment on it later, so need to know it as much as possible. It's certainly not going to, well, maybe with a bit of dew it might get a bit zippy, but I just don't think there's too much other than that in it.
Charging, making his own pace, making good as well. That's Clark. Lovely piece of batting to finish the over. That'll make it 10 without loss.
Sure you can cut to Clark. Excellent footwork, straight at it, all the energy through the ball. That's what you need to do on this pitch. Runs helps himself. finish.
The bowler here. They run on this field, nicely done.
Clark, member of the under-19s team 2018. So, leaders played against the Touring Pakistan team match just after Christmas in the T20.
But line's not great, is it? We see it's early on.
Seifert there.
Well, if he can sneak through this one, to bowling the 3 wides, 11 off it, maybe he'll leave with his trousers up. Big ball. Oh no! Can you hit it? I don't know, hit it anyway, just see. no ball. I don't know what the rules are, Sam. That's crazy. It's a no ball. Goodness, well, I think he's bowled that for my money. Well, I think you have every entitlement to go out and hit that. The next one's a free hit. It's turning into a nightmare for poor old Sayers. Just 12 off it though. Ow, well done under serious heat. He gets the Yorker in. Could have been so much worse for Sayers. 22 without loss.
Okay, I help you. When you prepare, when you will prepare.
The Knights are underway. Right. Fashion actually in the second over. Scramble behind, like a beak. The new bowler. Jamie Gibson out there who's mic'd up. G'day, Jamie.
Yeah, g'day, how's it going?
Yeah, good. Well, it was sort of a comical second over, wasn't it?
Yeah, poor guy. It does happen though. Sayers is a great man and a bloody good bowler. He's been out for a couple of weeks, so he's probably just finding his feet.
Well, it shows he's got some character too, because under pressure that last ball was a beauty. Found the block goal.
Absolutely.
Good timing, very good timing.
Go on,
Chase
yeah.
around the outfield. Lovely stop.
Great work, buddy.
Alan there doing the work.
Great work.
Jamie, a good start though for your lot.
Yeah. No, great start. 2 from 2. I don't know. It was a pretty complete performance last game against CD. So no, we definitely enjoyed that. But yeah, different day today.
Just wait for this one to be bowled. Yeah, I know it's a different season and all that, but when you've got a side who's experienced good success in the previous season, does it help? Do you gain some confidence from that going into the new one?
Yeah, I think so. I'd probably say particularly from a bowling attack perspective, we do have a lot of experience in our bowling attack. I think that's sort of what won us the comp last year. I mean, obviously Den had a great year and stuff, but I think just having experience in the bowling attack makes a big difference.
Yeah, because the batsmen, they always get the man of the match awards and stuff like that, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bold leg. Go on, T.
Jamie, first impressions of this pitch?
Yeah, I don't really know yet, to be honest. We haven't seemed to have bowled a slow ball yet, so I don't know if that sort of says something, because usually our seamers will probably go to a slow ball reasonably early if they think it's holding or if there's a little bit of grip there, so maybe that's coming on. Yeah.
That was a slow ball.
There you go.
The pitch, how stopped a little bit. So that's all you need. You just want to have a look at one and what we can expect a lot more of them, because it seemed to be quite difficult.
Yeah, potentially, and our seamers they all execute pretty well with the slow balls. So having just seen one, if that did hold a little bit, then we can definitely expect some more.
No kalah.
Cheers, Jamie. Thanks for that. We'll touch base later on in the match.
No kecikan muka.
Gone, 27 without loss. Neesham will come with the bowling attack. Played a lot of cricket. A lot of cricket under pressure as well. Neesham will be called out of his bowling unit. I heard Gibbs say as well. Neesham will be called out of his bowling unit. Success. Later on, moisture just settles. Some slow balls are not as big. Later on under lights. Straight down the ground, that's classic Seifert, and he just gets away with it.
Certainly did. I wonder if this one stopped a little bit on him, as we've been discussing. You're right. This dew might come later. We just see Seifert there. Yeah, just probably got a bit big on him, spliced it a bit. Gibson nearly in the action, but it's kind of sometimes under lights it's like a witching hour almost when that dew sets in, or and the pitch sort of takes on a whole new life, and it can give some assistance.
Straight up in the air, this should be out. Really simple one there. Just stopped a little bit. Timing no good. Clark, I don't quite know where he was trying to whistle this one away, trying to get it on the onside. In the end, just lobbed it into the offside field. So he has a 4-ball stay. He's out 7. The first wicket goes down.
ఏమన్నా కావాలంటే పెద్దోడిని అడుగు భయపడద్దు ఏమనుకున్నావు మీ అన్ననే అన్నది మమ్మీగా నా వాగ్దానం తెలుసుగా మమ్మీ నా పేరిట మీరు తండ్రిని ఏం అడిగినానో అది మీకు అనుగ్రహింపబడును దాని నిమిత్తమై నేను నిన్ను నియమించి తిని చిన్న నా ఒక 100 రాదు నాకు 100 రూపాయలు ఇవ్వచ్చు కదా లేవు ఎవ్వరు ఇవ్వరు చిన్న చెల్ల పాప మరి ఇస్తారు అంటే ఇస్తనే లేరు అక్క నాకు 200 ఇవ్వరాదు న్యూ ఇయర్కి ఇవ్వరాదు న్యూ ఇయర్కి
That's what it crossed. So Seifert will be
Still on this first over, but it's a successful one. Brownlee, the new batsman, Northern vast experience himself. Played a lot in this park, this team. They'll probably have more of an idea of the Demons than us in the Firebirds.
nice timing, but straight to Troy Johnson. He's the one who took the catch as well. Cool, calm and collected. Dean Brownlee, new batsman in the Knights as well. Another one seems to have been around for a long, long time. Over to New Zealand from Australia. The young man. Good over from Jimmy Neesham. 1 for 1, 29 for 1. Rejuvenation, 1 for 1 the last over. Good job just to pull it back. Just look at the conditions in this first innings. I don't think scoring's going to be that easy. Ball just holding, sitting in the pitch somewhat. Bennett will bowl a second.
He's going to look at that spot from Bennett. That's where it'll be the most difficult to score on this pitch.
Yeah, I think you just keep it simple, can't you? Pitch hard, use your change ups, your off spinners, your slow balls, and then if the batsman does start to find their timing, then you can go to your different lengths. Just a basic hard length initially. Bennett's trying to do.
Wants the batsman to take risks. The more you hit that hard length and don't give anything either way, the batsman will have to do that. These two are experienced, successful batsmen, and I think they're defenders. See how Wellington might rotate the bowlers. So in the women's game, that was quite a successful ploy.
Well, they've got a couple of spinners as well. Pretty all-round attack. Firebirds. Wrist spin. They've done orthodox as well. Pretty much everything covered. Slight error. That's really good. Carry down there at point. Logan Van Beek there, throwing himself around.
Very nice. Push that around the post. Logan Van Beek. Possibly saved at least one. Use of the deck chair cover there.
Those slow ones, you get them pitch right, I think they're going to be a real asset to a bowling attack, especially in this first innings.
It'll just stick, won't it? If the pace is right and really brings that kind of poppy possibility into play, saw it a little bit in the earlier game, but and also in some of the T20s around the place this time of the night, it does happen.
That's rare, isn't it? Genuine outside edge in this game goes for nothing.
So it was a decent edge, but straight to odd but short third.
Over bowled, 32, sorry, for one. Now that's an edge that the go before. Just make it a bit finer.
Dean Brownlee cashes in on that. Logan Van Beek. A little bit of width, but he didn't do too much wrong. False shot for 4. Bowler might not mind seeing that.
Really good to have an experienced batsman out there, or 2 experienced batsmen. But Dean Brownlee in particular, I think these 2 have a big role to play in assessing conditions earlier and how they pace through this innings. Slow times it nicely. Just 1. Though, feels to me that the sort of conditions where if you go too hard, if you expect too much, you could get yourself in a world of trouble. But if you say, all right, this a classic total in New Zealand domestic T20 cricket has often been, you want to be just north 160 often can be a winning score. You want to get 170, 180 is good as well. But if you just say, look, 160 we're good, if we do it properly, we'll get 180. Now that'll be hard to get. Oh, it'll be easier if they keep using the outside edge so well.
Well, why not? Logan Van Beek again there. A bit probably, he's not doing too much wrong. Just a little bit of width probably, and Dean Brownlee's up on the toes, rides a bounce, slashes, possibly knows exactly where that's going. You're right, Mark, it's kind of a case of you can't freak out too early, you've got to ride the changes in the pitch and then give yourself every chance of being able to go big from the 15th over.
Firebirds have got onto pretty quick, just hit the pitch hard, get up, hit a good hard left back of the length. You've got to get the line right. If you don't, and it's too far outside off stump, you get hit square for 4, you can get hit behind square off the edge for 4. You just allow the batsman to throw the hands in it.
Cypher happy to punch that one into the covers for a single. Shadow starting to take effect over Bay Oval. Lights coming on as well. Beautiful arena. Quite a spectacular view actually.
Over ball, 42 for 1. Fantastic first over from Jimmy Nisha. 1-1. Builds himself another one in succession.
So far with your pace bowlers is just to hit the pitch really hard. One area might be a little bit critical is they've been slightly too short. Even those edges, Cypher, back of the length, even shorter than that. On a pitch like this, you want to still drag the batsman through. That was a good leg there by Jimmy Nisha, and even then the cutters have got time to grip. You don't have time to adjust. But it's back of the length. Probably if you're playing on the back foot, you can still get inside it and work it. They're a strong seam attack, and Expect that when the home ground is based in reserve, which has got plenty of pace and bounce.
Look for two here. Might get it. Good boundaries here, though. Especially out on that side of the ground, the scoreboard side of the end. Huge boundary.
You reckon you're going to hit a 6 there, Mark?
Not a chance. But, you know, I wouldn't even try. Hit the ball in the air, you can get out, Craig.
That's a good point. Tough fielding there, Logan Mambeek. He's on the used pitches, even wider at the test strip. So you're never quite sure about the bounce. Excellent fielder, one of the best going around, Logan Mambeek. Not easy when the ball's bouncing into all those footholes in the dirt. Expect to lose some skin.
I guess that's the advantage of playing at grounds like Eden Park or the ones that drop pitches. There is no block. There is no used surface.
Yeah, but you don't get the full benefit of the ball skipping off it either when you hit it.
Edge it again, this could be out. Yes, good piece of skippery. Put third man back, enough of those edges going for 4. In fact, one of them now leads to a wicket.
Well, it was back of a length, but Brownlee looking to use his feet. He actually turned it into a bit fuller and tried to hit it off the front foot, top edge. Third man's in catching position, but you're right, good captaincy. Brownlee gone, and Northern will need to rebuild.
Anton Debsic, the Knights captain, comes out off the back of a century in the last match for the Knights, which was the first match of the season for them. Kura Park. Slight different size boundaries here at Bay Oval to deal with. A good score, gives you impetus and confidence early on. Maybe heading down leg side. Neesham was excited.
Little inside edge. Yeah, 2 noises from James Neesham there. I thought I heard 2 noises. The question is, did he hit the ball or did he clip the bat? End of the over. 45 for 2. Did the bat clip the pad or did he inside edge it? I think an inside edge. Maybe a bit of height, maybe missing leg.
A few things creating doubt there. If it's out, not out.
Put that down as a good decision. There is no official rule apparently that the benefit of the doubt goes to the batsman.
What, never?
There's no rule about it.
Yeah, but it's a convention, and a convention isn't necessarily a rule, is it?
It's clearly made by a batsman. Who was the one that decided we're going to go with the batter gets the benefit of the doubt? I suppose you only get one chance, don't you?
My bet would be WG Grace, actually.
Well, he picked the bail up and put it back on the stumps, didn't he? And said, people are here to see me bat, not you bowl, so just carry on bowling. That's like the older brother syndrome in the backyard. Adon Dev's such a really experienced player. We've seen him so much in the Super Smash and throughout probably other competitions, more at the top of the order. That in the last game. He's got the captain's armband on now, so those responsibilities.
Ben Sears has come back on. He bowled the first over, and it was well, it was a little comical. 3 wides and one that just popped out. But he recovered well in the over. He's had to think about it. He's back into it. Some good gas as well. Pretty quick.
Oh, one delivery, Mark. And this is probably one of the worst you've ever seen in the Super Smash history. It's counted as a legal delivery. Watch this. So he fell over and Seifert went to hit it and he stopped. Well, it was called a no ball. So actually it's a legal delivery. You should have just whacked it. I mean, you were yelling out the window to whack it, weren't you?
Pretty much. You never get an easier one than that. Over the top of point, just high enough. Rockets away.
Well, you talk about whack it. Well, Seifert's whacked this. This is just using the pace. Just seems to skid off, and look at that, flew.
My question on that one, though, that no ball, is are you allowed to hit it once it's gone past the stumps?
I don't think there's any rule to say you can't. You can stand behind the stumps if you wanted to, from a batting point of view.
Only person I know who would give that a crack would be Craig McMillan.
Well, he did face, and I always remember the footage. I don't know if it was in Australia. And there was a delivery similar to that, and he ran and hit it, and clubbed it straight to a fielder, and had to sprint to the other end to get there before he got run out. Craig McMillan, if you're listening, watching on Spark Sport, just give us a text to let us know that's correct. I remember him having to scuttle down, get those little feet going.
Chipped away on the onside. The air room out there, open spaces already. That makes it 54 for 2. Yeah, the building restrictions are off now.
Talking about past scores, Mark, I mean, watching the game being played now, especially in New Zealand, there's one slightly different. This pitch has been used and it's got some nice variations. I think it brings the bowlers into the game. The teams look to go really hard now in the front 6. They're willing to forsake 2 wickets to try and get 70 plus. And it's not like this is a collection phase, but to get over 200, and a lot of teams set themselves up for that now. They really do go hard at the top. See tomorrow here on Spark Sport, the Bolts will be taking on the Knights. Much rather than Neil Broom at the top, they just pull the trigger from the very first ball.
So that strategy obviously is a bit hit and miss, 50-50. Because they're 1 win and 1 loss, aren't they?
Yeah, but if you win 5 games, you're nearly in the playoffs, aren't you?
Nearly? Nearly good enough?
Well, you get to 6, so you've got to ask your bowlers to at least win 1 game, don't you? They've got to do something. Batters win 5, bowlers win 1. Bowlers win 2, you get 7 wins, you get home advantage.
Oh wow, that's got us a long way behind squares, racing away. Oh, 2 goes again across the line. That big done well, nearly a run out as well. Everyone's showing urgency out there. Everyone off their feet.
Well, Seifert just hasn't got things going just yet. 35 off 31 now. Of cramped up here, but he did well to get this just wide of fine legs. So the placement, fast outfield. I think he did really well. It's a slippery field. As in the grass, you slide across the top of it. Couch grass.
Brilliant. Absolutely love that. One bounce for 4. A little bit of improvisation early on from Debsich.
Just so, about to say, that's well when he stands nice and still. Debsich has a clear mind. He does like to innovate and get smart. Look where the gaps are. Probably at the moment you can judge that 85% of the balls that the Firebirds are bowling are going over the top of the stumps, or hitting the bails at least, so he knows he can get under the length.
Batters stand still and hit it all the way.
Wow, get under the length. Tell you what, this is standing still. Anton Debsich had no problem about bowling last of the dew, just got underneath it. Flat too.
Well, showed us all his wares, didn't he, in 2 balls. Tricky one down the leg side and then bang in front of square.
Well, he missed out, I think Debsich was there. In some ways he tried to club it. He should have got out of the over. Nice 2 deliveries.
పట్టిండి పైసలు ఏమన్నా రాసుకున్నాయి కదా
వెళ్ళలేదు లేపు
రేపున్నా
We're going to get a little bit of leg spin here.
ఆదివారండి
Petty young husband.
ఆయన ఉందా
It's bowled well. Often looks to bowl quite full. Some real benefit out of the surface. We'll need to pull the length back. Not quite that far. Wants to draw siphon forward. Just need to watch here, siphon 35 or 32. How proactive. He likes that slog sweep.
Very good going square of the wicket. Seifert, he's savage on anything short of a leg. Probably thinking with a leg spinner you might get 1 or 2 of those over. Might stay at home for a bit.
This is the benefit of the left-hand, right-hand combination. Young husband, stock ball turning into the left-hander.
Debsich wants a crack at the onside. There is no one in the circle out there, everyone out on the boundary, and it's a big boundary. Good luck to him.
Nice bit of banter between bowler and batter too.
Oh, he's got away with that.
And that went between Siphon's legs. It's a good take from Conway. He would have been completely unsighted.
ఏం ఆడుతున్నావు దాసుకో కొత్త సంవత్సరాల్లో కొద్దిగా
striker's end. Husband. Oh, that's good over there, isn't it? 70-2.
Yeah, points to young husband. He'll take that any day of the week. Missed out there, Seifert. He did well. He kept the ball quite full to Seifert, so he can't get underneath it, a bit flatter for that slog sweep to the leg side. The left-handed deficit. Tony faced one delivery.
ఏందమ్మా ఈరోజు మొత్తం నీకోసమే ఫోన్ మోగినట్టుంది కదా
నమ్ముతాను మాట్లాడాలి
First chase 70, maybe off the first 6 or 7.
మావేనంగారా
And over here, that's 170. You talked about that, Mark. When it comes to batting first and setting a total.
Yeah, I just think you got to make sure that you do things right. That you got to be positive. You got to still accept that you can't be reckless. Sometimes recklessness
జాతి తాత నంబర్ ఉందా
by the pitch, the type of shots you can play, how you might be able to dominate.
జాతి దాకా నెంబర్ ఉంటుందా
Just a good plan here. 3 back on the leg side for the left-hander. Long on, square leg, and mid-wicket. Bowls a wide Yorker. It's called a bluff or a double bluff. There's that slow ball. Husband one over. Haven't seen him yet. Arm spin.
యూట్యూబ్లో లైవ్ స్ట్రీమ్స్ వచ్చేసాయి. ఎంతో సంగీతం కడుతున్న పాటలు ఆరాధనలు జరుగుతూ వస్తున్నాయి లోపల. అయినా మనవారికి అందుబాటులో ఉండడానికి జడ్జి చేయడానికి కాదు కానీ మనం దేవుని ఆరాధించడానికి వీళ్ళే ఇటువంటి కార్యక్రమాలు మనం చేస్తూ
Swinging a miss. He just lost his rhythm at the moment, Seifert. He really has. Normally you do not want to give him width.
Well, I think this is what a slowish wicket, one that's stopping a little bit, does to a player who has been a pretty good nick, playing on good services at international level. This isn't a bad service, but it's just a little tight, slow side.
He's got that. Rhythm's back, just takes one ball.
Yeah, he's very, very good on the pull shot, isn't he? See an opportunity there just to place that, but as far as pull shots go, he's pitched it somewhat from the off stump. That's why he was able to hit it far enough in front of square to be able to pierce the gap between long on and mid-wicket.
I think this is a really good service. I like the fact that bowlers are coming in if they use this skills. It's nicely bowled. Times I think it's nearly 2 flat. And 1 leg.
No, I'm totally with you. Some a lot of good services, one that's just everything in favour of the batsman. But no, I agree with you. I think it's just not a quick, true wicket. It's just a bit on the slow side and quite dry, clearly. Groundsman has quite a lot of grass on the throat, giving some pace.
గాజు తీసుకుంటే ఏమైనా అన్నది మన దగ్గరే పైసలు ఏం తీసుకోరు మంచి మనోరు అవే అంటారు ఏం
Yet another wide.
But yeah, I'm absolutely totally with you. I think a score of 170, you still see some great shots played. You see some very attacking batting, but you also give the bowlers a chance.
పెట్టు
over cover, but it's good enough. Second boundary of the over. And hands over mouths for the Firebirds.
He actually got this better than he thought he did, Dev Search, because the minute he hit it, he said, run it, run it, run it. It's quite low on the bat. A little bit of topspin on it, perhaps. Just took it away on this very, very fast and hard outfield.
That's an interesting plan. He's missed wide twice outside of the offside wide line. That one there's real wide and a full toss. He's got 3 fielders on the left side. It's not quite executed Straight up. Who's underneath it? Coming in from the boundary. It's the skipper. He's got safe hands. And the wides pay off because he's got a wicket off the extra board.
Yeah, fetching it again, Devs. It's just clearing his front leg, but perhaps clearing it when he didn't need to, because it meant that he had to reach. Slow ball as well, so credit to the bowler. I don't know where he was looking, trying to hit that. It was just a wild swing at it, just scoot off. Trying his best to get some impetus into the innings. Gone for 19 from 11, 82 for 2.
Maybe that was the plan. That's why they had 3 fielders back on the leg side, because Devsich wants to go there. Bowl slightly wider and cut it across. Good time for a breakthrough. Over, just starting to build momentum. Henry Cooper, the new batsman. 14. Great over for now for young husband to sneak through another one.
Yeah, also good person to be dismissed, because it means that young husband can sneak through another one without the non-strike bobbing off at all.
Yeah, that always helps.
Great game going on the last one. Oh!
Goes with the territory. The armband with the Knights, doesn't it, Mark?
Certainly does. Always been a very competitive team.
Again, it's taking the left-hander away from facing the leg spin. Trying to fix that leg side boundary.
Happy birthday to me, yaar. Hello?
Going hard. Should get back easily, actually. So again, the role that Siphon plays changes here again. Very rarely you talk about him being an anchor. In some ways he's happy to do that role. The question is, how long does he wait?
ఎలా ఉన్నారు సార్ మీ వైఫ్ మేడం మళ్ళీ అందరు బాగున్నారా సార్ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు సార్ అవునా సార్
Ask for 2 again, and they're not going to get it. Young husband will be happy with that. 6 off the over, 12 gone, 88 for 3.
పరిచయాలు అయిపోయినాయి.
అమ్మమ్మ ఏమైంది నలుగున్నావు?
Not many words, but what are your advice to the boys going out tonight? Play run hard. I'd rather see 6 first. What about you? Alright, go the Knights.
8 overs left for the Knights. Now we get the introduction of the left arm spin, Rachin Ravindra. He's more likely to bowl more back of the leg. Bowls quite quick through the air. And the interest will be see if there's any turn. That one didn't.
ఎన్నో సంవత్సరాల నుంచి ఈ పక్కన తిరుమల ప్రసాద్ గారు సంవత్సరాల
Some success, 2 for 22, first game. Right, I just wonder if this pitch has been used before, but it's a little bit green.
He could go player. New Zealand, eh?
కాంగ్రెస్ గుప్తా టీఆర్ఎస్ గుప్తా
Beautifully bowled. Yes, that
కాంగ్రెస్ గుప్తా
slot
ఏంటంటే
sweep that Seifert likes, but it was just a change of pace.
టీఆర్ఎస్ పింక్
స్వచ్ఛమైన టీఆర్ఎస్ పింక్.
Just see this.
అమ్మమ్మ బెన్ని ఒక్కడే ఓటోలు ఉంటారా?
ఎలా చెట్టు కాడ తింటారు
Respectfully more of a stopper at this level when the T20 allows you to play an extra better bowler or all-rounder.
నేను ఈ నెలలో 4 సార్లు మీ ఇంటి ముందు నుంచి పోయినా ఒక్కసారి కనవలేదు.
This time he's pulled. Has he got enough? But he hasn't. Straight down the throat of the skipper. And another big wicket for the Firebirds. And it's the dangerous Tim Seifert.
మొన్న వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు
Himself here.
ఏం చేస్తానే
Probably dropped a bit short, Ravindra. Tim Seifert looking to muscle it over the boundary. Just didn't quite get hold of it enough.
సంతులు
Expected too much. Easy in
జయాన
the end.
ఫిట్లే ఇచ్చింది.
Seifert departs.
నిన్న పికే నెంబర్ అని ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ లో పెడితే
90 for 4.
ఇచ్చింది 6 అని.
చెప్పు సంథింగ్ అని
నేను చెప్పా.
యు ఆర్ గుడ్ అక్క కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ అక్క అని చెప్పి
That's just simply pressure.
Congratulations.
And he missed out on that sweep, which was his go-to, one of his best shots and one of his really highly productive shots.
నీకెందుకు సంతు నేను
Then he's
చెప్పిన అంతే.
really tried to club that one.
చేసుకో
He saw it dropped a bit short,
అన్ని
didn't he? And
చేసుకో వైరస్
got
ఎక్కుతుంది
a little bit excited, but unfortunately can only get to 46. Run of all 46, so potentially an important
అమ్మమ్మ
innings in the
నా ఫోన్
context of the
ఖరాబ్
game,
అయిందమ్మమ్మ.
but one he would have preferred to carry on with.
బాగు చేపిస్తావా? 9,000 అవుతుందంట.
Not the best
నా
delivery.
బంగారం లాంటి
Oh,
ఫోన్ ఖరాబ్
this
అయింది.
will make you don't care. So it goes down as
నాకు ఫోనే లేదు చూడు, నా కొత్త ఫోన్ ఖరాబ్ అయిపోయింది.
Brett Hampton, next man in.
ఏమో ఎట్లా అయిపోయింది.
yeah, very good striker of the ball. Batted up the order slightly last year, just struggled at times for rhythm. Very good over the offside, over the cover region.
అగ్నిరా ఇక్కడికి తీసుకొచ్చావు నువ్వు దేవుడు దేవని ఆయన నన్ను చంపినను నేను ఆయన కొరకే కనిపెట్టుకుని
Sent back, maybe thrown to the wrong end.
he slayeth me yet will I trust in him.
Successful over, 13 gone,
ఆయన నన్ను
91 for 4.
చంపినను నేను ఆయన కొరకే కనిపెట్టుకుంటాను అన్నాడు ఈ దేవుని గురించి. అలాగే
The time now to sneak through some wicket with the spin. Young husband's in the perfect situation this time.
బానిసలయ్యారు ఇశ్రాయేలు ఐగుప్తులో బానిసలయ్యారు.
He's right up there with economy rate, which is always impressive for a spinner, but not necessarily surprising these days in the T20. So good option for the spin twins to get going.
Well, there's two ways we want to bowl. Like if you're bowling at Seddon Park, often they talk about bowling their hard length, not being hit over the head. Young husband gets to play at the Basin Reserve, long boundary, square and straight. Often he bowls flat and forward, really hard to get underneath. So there's that cover area I was talking about. There's always two there if you beat cover. So he's more that full style, as opposed to the person that'll throw it like Ravindra, more like he'd be hard into the pitch.
Well, these two have to start making some decisions. So whilst there's no hurry, they don't, plenty of time to get a score going. You're right. They don't want to sneak through too many of these overs of spin and then all of a sudden only have a couple left to try and post a big score.
It's another good example of that really full delivery. But nearly half volleys.
You play it like a medium pacer, do you think, in that case?
Well, he's not really, isn't really too honest. If you think about it, if you got that delivery off a medium pacer, you're probably disappointed if you hit it for one. But it's really smart. Well, to his strength, to his techniques, he's not giving him a chance to free the arms and hit through the offside. Oh, just about through.
Fortunate under edge or glove on that one. Otherwise it looked fairly adjacent. You could probably do that more often than you think, Craig. Spinners are operating and not necessarily turning it a lot. Medium pace approach can come into it a lot more.
And going back to the pitch, I think it's really tough as a spinner, even though they have huge successes in conditions, because the pitches are so good. Often our grounds, some of the grounds aren't that big, and they get a chance to play Mayo, Hackney. That's the last black one missed out there. Excellent over 6 off it. 97.50. Mason reserve. Boundaries are back. You just can't miss it. So actually it brings them more into the game because often the pitches don't allow them to get into the game. But places that get into smaller grounds, Pure Park, which is a super smash there. Outside edge 1 for 6. It's so tough. Mark Richardson sitting down the background showing me how big 6s are. Nearly cleared the road. Right, that is, I'd say, a wide.
Interesting innovation shown there by Cric.
James Lee should be disappointed. Hampton was good, isn't it? Cooper was just standing there.
And then he's not showing a whole lot of respect for his spinner's fingers, firing that one in.
This is the different chance. No, he should have been home. Revenge is more a different style. He tries to hit the pitch hard. And often back of the length. He doesn't actually mind being cut for one to the offside sweeper or just whacked into the leg side.
You can set a feel for that, can't you, if you slightly miss?
And that is beautifully bowled. That's not fair. That's a lovely left arm flighted delivery. So he's showing us the tricks.
Important to keep mixing it up. You might have heard, just as we see again, quite a big edge. You might have heard Joe between the wickets, one of the fielders telling teammates to get the squeeze on, which is exactly what they're trying to do with these two bowlers. Make the batsmen have to create as much energy as they possibly can, as much pace on them.
That is slow. He's put pace on that. He's put real pace on it. Over cover. It wasn't a great delivery, but put away. That's where he's really strong.
Well, it might have asked to be hit a little bit, but still you have to do the hitting and you have to do massive strength and good hand speed to get through that. One bounce over the boundary. Comeback ball now for Ravindra. This is the most important one.
Tried again, up and over, thick edge, a bit of luck. But again, trying to access the offside, back-to-back boundaries.
Very quick and a bit of width here help the batsman. You might want to think about just pulling back on the pace a little bit.
Extra cover and got 3 back to the point, the offside. Slow, thick edge. 13 off the over, 15 gone, 110 for 4. They needed that over because 3 overs for them was only 15 runs. It's so much tougher when you've got a guy who can access that offside, being able to hit over cover.
Yeah, normally you back yourself to be able to plug that quite nicely and bowl one place, but when you've got somebody who can get inside out and just lift it over the uphill and through the gap, just twice the big things to go.
There's no room for errors there. Hampton does this for these, it's like his natural art, which is not, I wouldn't say natural for a lot of cricketers. It's the toughest shot to play.
Particularly on a wicket that might stick a little bit. You sort of run the risk of ending up with it on the stickers and holding it out to cover.
You found one to cover. Right, young husband to his final over, only gone for 14. Oh, that again.
Another one slipped out perhaps. Seen a bit of that?
Yeah, he's got that same feel that he should cover 3 backward at point. Inside the circle. That's what he's trying to happen. That's one of the new fields that 3 years ago you'd never have seen.
Definitely not. And I like it. I think it shows a confident bowler. You want your spinners in particular, but all your bowlers, but slow ones to be confident to throw it up there and back their fielders and their accuracy.
Underneath it, that's smart. Using the pace, using the angle. Good bit of fielding. Get back for a couple, but again, looking at the gap and trying to use it to your advantage.
Well fielded by Jamie Gibson out there, had a lot of work to do.
Reverse taken, yes! Innovation doesn't work, Ravindra takes a good catch. And again, perfect timing for a wicket for the Firebirds.
This is really smart bowling by young husband. Just, not quite there for that. Brought on the innovation, making him take risks to get runs. Ravindra helped me out a spin mate there. Young husband, successful. 114 for 5.
Really hard bowler to try and sweep and reverse sweep. I know you're a big fan of sweep. You've got to actually get right out there, don't you? But it's like you can just about skid under the bottom edge when you're sweeping.
Particularly into the evening, maybe. And probably just a few too many things to get right with that one.
Any sign of you? Michael Bracewell decided to bowl first, batting second. We'll be better under the lights with 2. What do you reckon? Is there anything forming under the left? Thought it was a myth. He said no way, no chance. He's the local.
Nothing seems to bother him, does it? It's definitely cooler out there. You can see by the innovations in the crowd with rugs and hoodies and whatnot.
Tell you what, if you had this weather in Dunedin, wouldn't be many rugs out. Ball is 2, nicely in the gap. And Beak does well to dive in front of his teammate. Impressive figures so far. 1 for 20 so far off 3.4. The reverse again, that is out, yes! No, run out maybe. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, that looked really close.
Well, split decision up here in the commentary box. Oh, might have just hit him outside the line if anything saved him on that occasion. Missing off, says Mark Richardson.
Nicely stopped. Finish for the 1. Brilliant figures. 4 overs, 1 for 21. There are 16 overs gone, 117 for 5.
there's a reason Young Husband has a good economy rate. Just gives nothing, really. Even his wide balls, tricky to get away because he sets good fields, he mixes his pace well, he makes batsmen take risks, and often they end like that. Catches and excellent figures, Young Husband. 21 of 4 overs.
6 bowlers used by the Firebirds. Van Beek, Neesham with the wickets, along with Young Husband and Ravindra. Neesham 2 for 17 off his 3 overs. Bennett now back in the attack. They have the slow balls, hit the hard leg. Also has that knuckle ball.
He's a senior bowler here, isn't he? You bring him back at this stage of the game. 2 for 20, best bowling coming in here, and he's got best average in the team at 16. Bowls 58% dot balls. That's huge.
Yep. When you bowl at the top, often you'll go for more boundaries, but you will have more dot balls. Does the real tough overs. Kugelon, we know he can hit the ball a long way. Just get himself in, maybe for 3. Gets back, sets, just likes that arc where he hits anywhere from straight all the way around to mid-wicket.
I suspect he's lining up a picnic rug somewhere around Bay Oval.
Basically the slot is arc. You can go to square leg too if you just get straight enough.
Everyone is short of words right now. I cannot occur.
It's up to Hamish Bennett to try and prevent that. He's good at hitting that hard length too. He's exactly who you want at this stage of the game. He's got experience. He's obviously miserly.
Puts in the hard yards. He was down here at 10:30 this morning.
బాగుంది
The
అది
Nets having a bowl. A wee primer.
First day of the year, straight in.
Yep. He might have just been getting home as well. No, he wasn't. No, down here. Get some overs in. Oh, watch it. Get underneath it. Oh, thank God he did. Going to get back for 2. Oh, I hate when I see this, a bowler fall over.
Seen a bit of it here at the Bay Oval. Sears went for a couple of tumbles earlier. So Hamish Bennett do that a couple of times. But it came back at a rate of knots off the bat of Kugelon. Limbo under it, didn't he?
Yeah, you see the head going down, and lucky enough he just had the presence of mind and he was going down enough. Knuckleball, outside edge, cover coming in, can he get there? No. That's a smart delivery from Hamish Bennett.
Completely deceived on that occasion. Finn Allen, the fielder out there. Excellent bowling from Hamish Bennett. Felt it deserved a little bit more than that.
I think I sort of, that was the knuckleball, say that he didn't see it for a start. Maybe it went straight up for the light tower. Might have thought it was just going into the backward point region.
Have to bowl that one again. Knights might have wanted to be a few more ahead at this point in the game, 124. I know they're still going to have 3 overs and a lot can happen, but I think they might have preferred to be 10 or 15.
Might be just tuning in first time on Spark Sport and you want to know what happened in the early game. Wellington Blaze have lost their unbeaten streak. Since 2 seasons ago they were beaten by Spirit off the last ball. So you just never know. Chased down 139. He's going to have to bowl that again as well. Hamish Bennett won't like this. Maybe he's wishing he hadn't come down this morning. Done some extra bowling.
Use them all up.
Well, he's been injured and We joked on Christmas Eve where he's bowling. He was starting to struggle after about 3 balls. He takes a while to get back to his mark, but he hasn't had a lot of the overs in, so you can even see now he's puffing. To get the execution right. Clip fine. Oh, he's missed again. Smart batting. Costly end of the over for Hamish Bennett. Finishes with the boundary.
Maybe a bit of bait thrown on the water there. Seagulls very interested. Beautiful night here in Mount Maunganui. Beautiful Bay of Plenty, New Year's Day, New Zealand. Logan Van Beek to return. 3 overs left to go. Northern Knights 129.5. Going at 7.6. I've said a little earlier, I might have been wanted to be a bit higher than that. Because 18 balls can, a lot can change in 18 balls.
Well, you look at the last one from Hamish Bennett, 2 wides and it cost a 4, so 1 ball went for 6. Beautifully bowled. Give you a wee credit, Rebecca, and this is because I know this the hard way. You said beautiful Bay of Plenty. Often hear people call it Bay of Plenty. It's like the Hawke's Bay. Now I used to do that, I got told off. Bay of Plenty.
Agree, and big Hawke's Bay. Just Hawke's Bay.
Yes, it's not like we go down to Christchurch and it's the Canterbury, is it? It's Canterbury or Otago. I mean, the people from Christchurch probably caught duck Canterbury.
Good return to the bowling crease here, Logan Van Beek. 0 and a 1. It's pretty much what he would have been after. Just make it hard to score. Hempton going along well. Good run rate here.
Beautiful Yorkers, really well executed. It's nearly the forgotten art because of all these slow balls now that are different in the change-ups and the variations. Someone of Logan Van Beek's pace executes this right. It is good luck hitting that. Good luck.
We haven't seen the off-pace ball too much on this pitch a couple of times, but as you say, why would you need to change it up and on a string like Logan Van Beek does at the moment?
Slow ball, there we go, there is the change-up. Oh, one's a win. One's a win at the stage. That is over. 18 balls left, 18 singles gives 147, 146. So it's the boundaries they've got to eliminate.
We talked about totals earlier. Around 170, 180. It's a long way away here for the Northern Knights. 13 balls left to try and get as high a total as they possibly can for the Firebirds. You have to search out some boundaries here.
Oh, missed out. Could have been a full toss. Excellent over. Just a 3 off it. 132 for 5.
That's a danger of premeditation. You often miss out on that low full toss that you could have dispatched to the boundary. 12 balls to go. I'm just feeling like a little short here, Northern Districts.
sun setting on the first day of 2020. 2021. Sorry. Oh, I'm going to get everyone heart failure there, wouldn't I? Trying to see the back of 2020. Hope the first day of 2021's been a good one for you. Everyone hoping it is.
James Neesham returns, bowled his last over, second to last one of the innings.
మమ్మీ వచ్చింది
Happy to operate the singles, I suspect, Jimmy Neesham.
ఏంటది
Fence here, good striking. Nice strike, very good piece of bowling as well, which has been very good. Next inch earlier on, got hold of him for one over, but not too badly. Returns very good at the moment.
Yeah, he's got good accuracy. His protection's in front of the wicket at the deep corners. He's backing himself to straight.
Yeah, needs to be full. And up, point up. That's good bowling. A lot of protection out there they're looking to. They should get it to big throw from out there. At this stage, just don't want to get clobbered into the bankments. You don't want to let these batsmen get underneath. That's what Jimmy Neesham's trying to do. Get it up there, full. Maybe he might change it up to the slower ball. The outside edges. Over. Nice shot, that's gone straight up. Falling in open spaces, I think it is. There is a lot of open spaces out there, so odds are the odd one will do that.
I wonder if Hamish Bennett just took a split second longer to pick this up. He seemed a bit moved a little bit late. I'm not sure I would have caught it anyway. Still a single. They should be happy.
We got away with that. They should have That's what I'm bringing. Once again, keep it full.
So 8 balls left. 137 for 5. 5 down. Like, not enough.
Oh, I think it's just one of those surfaces, Rebecca. I think it's a surface that hard to get the ball away on, hard to time. Very hard for someone to get in that runaway train sort of batting mode. That will always pull them out of it. Oh, good start. That was a pretty hard turn too. Dot ball to finish though, worth the pain. 138 for 5.
Also got to give the bowling team some credit. They've executed their plans really well. Strangled Linda and Younghusband in the middle. James Neesham pushes his turn at the bowling crease. Another tight delivery. Big line, frustrated with himself. 1 over to go, 138 for 5.
Hamish Bennett's the go-to man at the death of the Firebirds.
Struggled with his line in his last over. That doesn't happen again.
A lot of protection on the onside. Log on, and the wicket, big square leg. Probably looking to go pretty full. Just like Neesham. Wickets. Oh, he goes length. He goes length, but he's been pretty much just hit high, too high, not long enough. And another one holes out in the outer.
Yeah, just not enough on it. Struck it very well, came off the bat hard, but Fenella positioned himself underneath it. Was never going to drop that.
Yeah, just another example, I feel, there of a slow wicket. Hampton just getting through it a fraction early, getting too much elevation. So he goes for 28, 138 for 6 now.
అరే మళ్ళీ పోతా దీన్ని బయట కొట్టినాను తలుపు పెట్టు తలుపు పెట్టు
Gibson's out there. Massive swing, too wide, no timing. Still well short of what I think they would have liked, the Knights here. But we also know that conditions aren't easy. Shot making, and the batsmen go out there and find the timing early, so they have the runs on the board. That's the most important thing. Right places as well. Easy to find those on that too. Just one.
Knights in a row, Andy spinning, Joe Walker's had a good start already.
Strong man. Managed to make a difference, getting them up over 150, maybe a psychological number. Waiting for the straight down fielder again. When you know that the way Bennett bowls, he's an into the wicket bowler, and when he can bowl too many Yorkers at this stage of the innings, that you've got a chance. So much mistiming going on. Oh, about slow ball. Gibson was standing there almost like a baseballer would. Bennett bowled him, pitched him the change-up.
Yeah, really good use of that length from Bennett. Much tidier over than the last one. Very difficult for Northern Knights to bring anything out of this last over.
Bang, they stand, and they watch, and they drop it in the crowd. But what a finish that is for the Knights. Gibson stood there and just gone boom. Swung and missed the first, clobbered the next one over long on.
Brilliant shot here by Gibson. Nailed it. Unlike the gentleman trying to catch it. I think the highlight of that was this young girl who throws it back. Yeah, she's all over it. He's ashamed of himself. Exciting finish to the innings.
Yeah, so 148 the score from 20.
బయటికి దబ్బీరా
9
The only thing is if you haven't trained it, you try and do it again for the first time, and that's
ఏమన్నా అనిపించుకోగా తాత
backside.
Coach Miller, is it? Right?
మంచిది
Sure those sparks are up there.
Got it through the gap, they brought up cover sweeper. Outfielder still fast. And he's up and over the bank.
Full toss. And Devon Conway makes the most of that. He's still pick up pace despite the late hour. Unfortunately, it just about joined in the game Cric on the bank.
తినాలంటే తినొద్దు ఇక నిద్ర వస్తుంది పడుకోవాలి.
Really quick hands.
Joined in the game.
Just out there, be disappointed. First over completed. Six on the first over. They're going to open up. They've got some pace. Kruger line. One of the quicker going around. Brett Randall will open up. Rolling into the breeze. Might be with the breeze. The breeze I think swung round actually. It's been coming from Mount End most of the day. Sea breeze now, it's switched the other way, which is the land breeze. In the background, I'm looking at you.
Don't look at me.
That's lovely timing. What timing from Finn Allen. We're all just looking like it's going to go for one.
An outstanding shot. Well, these two behind me are having a weather report. Finn Allen has just squeezed one and popped it over mid-wicket effortlessly. No one really even moved. Excellent shot.
Lovely timing, wasn't it? Plenty of tape on that bat. It's her favourite. Slip in. Oh, watch it, watch it. Oh, there. Well done.
A little more good luck than good management. Just about landed on his stumps as he was searching for it. Good from Randall here, a bit closer in. Oh, that could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, they could have easily just hit the back of the heel.
Light banyak.
Just roll back from there. Oh, he had a bit of space.
Light banyak tak?
Use of the feet to that mid-wicket region. Very strong through that leg side.
Absolutely is, and if this pitch does get a bit stickier, that'll be an area he'll need to target. Randall goes at a good average of 17. So, one of the reasons he was given the new ball today.
Oh, bang! All the way, you bet it is, onto the bank. What a statement from Allen.
It's a great shot here from Finn Allen. Looked effortless. Still, even though he's leg side dominant, it's a straight bat up onto the bank. And really well fielded by young man in the blue hoodie. Allen supporters there.
Just looks like he's got power, and when he gets that timing right.
Yeah, straight away he's into his work. Just feels like it's game on, doesn't it, already? Both these batsmen bring a lot of energy to the crease. Very difficult to contain for Northern Districts.
Yeah, well, teams, as I said earlier, I was talking with Mark about the first 6 overs. Teams just go hard, and they're willing to lose even 2 wickets. And people often say if you lose 3 in the first 6, you don't win games. But if you're chasing 149 and you're on 70 to 80, well, you will. 2 straight. No reward for a good cricket shot. Into the second over, 20 without loss.
Push play on New Zealand cricket. On the black hat front. White ferns. And smash matches. Line and underneath. Spark Sport.
Make sure your match ready. Get Spark Sport set up with your
Anybody.
for the summer. Sparksport.com.nz.
Scott Cougar line into the attack. He does like to hit the pitch really hard. He's got a wide slip in place, maybe a second or third one. He's a really handy cutter or off spinner.
Basically, I do stunts అన్నమాట. చాలా మంది oh god అంటుంటారు.
అవును ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నాడు అని
నేను మంటని నాలుగు మారుస్తాను. మొన్న అయితే నేను పరిచయన ఏడో కుక్కట్పల్లిలో ఫైర్ యాక్సిడెంట్ అయిందన్న. అన్న నీ నాలుగు తీసుకురా అన్నారు. అన్న నీ నాలుగు తీసుకురా అన్నారు. ఈ ఆగేది కాదు మంట.
పెట్టే మంటలు